What's up, family? Lean in, lock in, listen. Yes, today I want to talk about being LinkedIn. Yes, because LinkedIn is about more than an app, it's an aptitude, it's an attitude that determines your altitude. And we're going to talk about how to locate your next level. When we talk about LinkedIn, a lot of times we associate that, of course, with the social media app, and it's people doing business, it's people making connections, it's people getting recommended for business opportunities, so on and so forth. But more than anything, in regards to an app, your aptitude matters more than anything. What am I talking about when it comes to an aptitude? Your aptitude speaks to your natural ability, it's your talent, it's your particular capacity to be able to learn, to be able to not just harness information, but actually to put it into fruition. Aptitude is greater than artificial intelligence, right? It speaks to your innate inclination, speaks to your innate ability on really how to handle the activities of life, how to understand what it is that you are dealing with, how you are growing through what it is that you're going through, how you actually harness and use the talent that you have. See, I really believe that everybody's a red box and a gold bow. You literally are a gift to the world. The tragedy is to be gifted, but really to never open your package. And for some people, you're listening to me, and yes, you've opened your package, but here's what the question that I want to ask you: what are you doing? What's in the package? God asked Moses, "What's in your hand?" I'm not talking about everybody else's hand. A lot of times we know what everybody else's gift is. We know what everybody else's aptitude is. We know what everyone else's natural inclination is. We know all the gifts that are in everyone else's hand. But what about the gift that's in your hand? And based upon the gift that is in your hand, are you being timid with it? That's why Paul told the timid Timothy to stir up the gift. Stir up the gift in your hand. Stir up the gift that's within you, that you already have the natural inclination, the aptitude. And that's what it has to take place. That's what it has to go through. That's what it has to deal with. What is your super intelligence? Right? And your super intelligence supersedes AI. Let me say that again. Your super intelligence supersedes AI. Artificial intelligence. Why? Because there's nothing artificial about your intelligence at all. There's nothing artificial about who it is that you are. There's nothing artificial about the talent and the gift that you have that's on the inside of you. In the midst of Industry 4.0 and big data and super technology, your super intelligence supersedes all of that. But it won't supersede any of that unless you do something with what it is that you've been given. Come on, somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. Here's the question: how much longer will you make them wait? Here's what I want to tell you: stop holding up the line. Stop holding up the line because you're so reticent. You're so hesitant and reticent to use your gift. Stop holding up the line. It's a crime when you hold up the line. Use your time wisely by remaining LinkedIn. I guarantee you're going to locate your next level. You need aptitude. You also need attitude. Yes, your attitude is a major factor when it comes to whether your talent is going to prosper or not. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have someone on my team if we're playing, in a professional sports league, whatever the case may be, MLB, NBA, NFL, whatever the case may be. I would rather have someone on my team with less talent and a great attitude, with poor attitude, with a poor attitude and great talent. Let me say that again. Rather have someone on my team with less talent and great attitude than with a poor attitude and great talent. Why? Because you're going to be able to get more out of that particular individual who has the great attitude, who's going to actually tap into their skill and their acumen, than someone who just believes that the world revolves around them. Come on, how many athletes have you seen? How many individuals have you seen? Not even athletes, just individuals on your job, individuals in your family, individuals in relationships who believe that it's all about I and give the rest of the vowels back. It's all about them. And so based upon it all being about them, it never is about us. Somebody said, listen, there's no I in team, but there is an I in win. But if you only have an I mentality, you'll never win. You'll never win. You always wonder what was going to happen, what could happen, simply because your attitude is a major factor. And for some people, you just don't want to be around them because their attitude is just so terrible. The attitude comes with narcissism. The attitude comes with manipulation. The attitude comes with believing that they are the center of the universe when they're just a small speck on the spectrum. They believe that everything is about them. But here's the thing, whenever they take an L, it's about everybody else. When they win, it's about them. But when they lose, it's about everybody else. It's the blame shifting. It's the lack of self-awareness. It's the lack of emotional intelligence. That affects their attitude. And here's what happens. As a result of it, no one even sees your aptitude. Because your attitude, your negative attitude, is such a glaring force in somebody else's life, in somebody else's organization, somebody else's church, in somebody else's business. And now you become a sore, you become a particular cancer, you become a toxicity, you become a toxic type of individual to that particular environment. You become a biohazard to somebody's blessings. If you're going to have an attitude at all, let it be one of gratitude. Let your attitude, because here's the thing, based upon your attitude is going to speak to your words. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So based upon your attitude is going to dictate what it is that you communicate, what it is that you say. What is your attitude saying? Your attitude introduces you in the room before you even open up your mouth. What's the expression on your face? What's your face card like? Are you now taking the blame out on everyone else because you didn't get enough rest? Because things aren't going well in your life? Because you thought you were going to get a particular individual and now you can't get that particular individual. And so now based upon you not being able to get that individual, you don't want anybody else to have them. Because you couldn't get that opportunity, you don't want anybody else to get that opportunity. Because you didn't get that position, now you don't want anybody else to get that position. Hello, holla if you hear me. These are the breaks. And so many people are breaking down because their attitude is broken. So whatever they touch, whatever they connect to, whoever they connect to, is nothing but shards of glass. It's nothing but burned bridges. It's nothing but a broken environment and a broken foundation. Because whatever that particular individual touches, they destroy. What's your attitude like? Because I can't see your aptitude for a negative attitude. But you know you got great people in your life when here it is, they're a breath of fresh air. Oh, come on. For all the red flags, their one green flag obliterates all the red flags. Who it is that they are. Matter of fact, they don't just have green flags. They are a green flag. Come on now. For some people, listen, they don't just have red flags. They are a red flag. Some people don't just have green flags. They're the whole individual, the substratum of who it is that they are. They are a green flag. God bless all the green flags. Salute to all the green flags out there. The green flagged individuals. Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be linked in with people like that? All right, because they want to help you locate your next level. You know why? Because a win for you is a win for them too. That's the I in win right there. And more than anything, it's the we win that makes a difference. You're going to be linked in and locate your next level. Your aptitude matters. Your attitude matters. But here's what I understand. To a certain degree, it becomes a domino effect. That attitude also affects your altitude. Your attitude is going to affect how high or low you go. Your altitude is going to affect how much or not you grow. Listen, how do you show up when you show up? That's the question I really want to I want you to really grapple with. I want you to wrestle with that. How do you show up when you show up? When you show up, does it show a sign of maturity? Does it show when you show up, does it show that you've grown up? When you show up, what shows up? Does your trauma show up? Does toxicity show up? Does gaslighting and manipulation show up when you show up? Hmm? Does a Jezebelic disposition show up when you show up? Does an Ahab attitude show up when you show up? I want to talk to you. What shows up when you show up? That speaks to the level of altitude. And here's what altitude, when you're ascending, it speaks to promotion. That's what it moves you. It moves you into a place of promotion. It moves you into a place of upward mobility. It moves you into a place of graduation. When you have an attitude with good aptitude. And now you're ascending into your altitude. What comes with you when you accept the position, when you step into the environment, when you move to a particular location? Because I realize a lot of people are trying to escape where they came from, but they can never escape where they come from. Why? Because they carry themselves with them wherever they go. You're going to always have you wherever you go. Pack your bags all you want to. Drive across country all you want to. Move out of state. Move out of the country all you want to. You will still have you with you wherever you go to. Let me talk to you. You will still have you with you wherever you go to. And I'm asking you, what are you carrying with you? What comes with you? What goes with you when you go to the grocery store? What goes with you when you go out on a date? What goes with you when you go to church? What goes with you when you go see your sorority sisters and your fraternity brothers? What goes with you when you go to the family reunion? What goes with you when you go on vacation? What comes and goes with you when you're around your children or around your spouse in your house? These are things that we have to think about. These are tough questions that we have to ask ourselves and that we also have to provide a resounding answer. Because there are some things that we just have to say no to. We've got to know our no. Mm-hmm. We got to know our no. And it speaks to knowing who to know and knowing who to know. And here's what I want to say about knowing who to know. Sometimes you have to tell yourself no before you ever tell anybody else no. And you'll never be able to tell anybody else no until you first tell you no. No, we're not going to have this attitude today. Come on, you got to look at yourself. You got to talk to yourself in the mirror. No, we're going to change our disposition. No, we're going to crown ourselves with joy and peace and increase. No, we are not going to entangle ourselves with yoke of bondage. No, we're not going back to what we've been delivered from. No, we're not giving CPR to dead relationships. You got to talk to yourself. No, you're not going to give people a piece of your mind, only be left with just a piece of your mind and no peace of mind. No, you're not going to entertain that manipulator, that narcissist. Come Come on, are you willing to have those real talk conversations with yourself? If you're going to ascend to an altitude, if you're going to ascend to a great altitude, you got to adjust your attitude. And until you adjust your attitude, your aptitude won't even make a difference. And you'll never make a difference until you become the difference maker. And when you become the difference maker, I guarantee you'll locate your next level. Aptitude, attitude, altitude. Get straight A's. Get straight A's and remain linked in as you level up. I want you to go ahead and get my new book. It's going to cause you to level up. It's going to empower you to level up. It's called Know Your No. Know Your No. How to Build Healthy Boundaries in Love Without Losing Yourself. You can get that book. It's available on Amazon as an ebook, as a hard copy. You can get signed copies on my website, which is EddieConnor.com. It went number one on Amazon for a reason. Really did. So I want you to go ahead and get the book. You got the book? Great. I thank you so much. I appreciate you. Write a review on Amazon for a brother. You got the book? Great. Thank you so much. Gift it to somebody. You know they need it. You cannot complain about the boundaries that you do not have. You can't complain about somebody overstepping boundaries that you do not have. That's a notable quotable. Really is. So I want you to go ahead and get the book. Available on my website, EddieConnor.com, and of course, Amazon is an ebook and a hard copy book. Soar into greater success and purpose into my Eagles community is where I coach you, is where I teach, is where I train you, is where I'm empowering you, is where I'm mentoring you and helping you to shift to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. I guarantee your aptitude, your attitude, and your altitude is going to go to another dimension. Why? Because we are Eagles, empowered, authentically gifted leaders envisioning success. You're going to get strategy, structure, solutions, and systems to improve your business, to improve your boundaries, to improve your bank account, to improve your, in many cases, your brand, your narrative, who it is that you are in totality, holistically, and you need to be a part of a community to do it. There's unity in my community. I want you to be a part of it. I want you to soar into greater success and purpose by joining it. Register right now to be a part of all of my sessions. TheEaglesAcademy.com, TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. I know without a shadow of a doubt that you were transformed by this conversation. So I want you to sow into it. This is good ground. This is a great opportunity for you to sow into this, because I do not just work online, but also offline, improving our communities, improving our young people, empowering them, mentoring them, speaking life into their life, growing our church where I serve as the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Ministry, where we fed almost close to 20,000 people in just 8 months' time. Yeah, you want to link with that. You want to get linked in with that. So I want you to sow into that. You can do that. The information in the description of this video, information, the where to give and how to give is in the description of this video. Of course, you can do that on Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, on PayPal, info@EddieConnor.com, and then also on Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. Once again, the information is in the description of this video for how to give, for where to give. Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, PayPal, info@EddieConnor.com, Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. Also follow me on social media at EddieConnorJr, EddieConnorJr. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the like button. I've been growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the like. Share this video as well with somebody also. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand. Yo, brother. And I mean that from another mother family. It's been fun, but you know, brother got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. I want you to go ahead and get your hands on my new book, Know Your No. It's all about how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Boundaries are not limitations. Boundaries are for liberation. You're going to find a way to unbox yourself. You're going to find a way to really love yourself and to move into a place of emotional regulation, to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand, stand 10 toes down on it. Don't do the electric slide. Don't moonwalk away from it, but really stand wholeheartedly down on what it is that you say. It's for your protection. It's for your self-care. Moves you into a greater place of self-awareness and emotional regulation, and developing your mental health and creating boundaries so that you can abound to a new and a greater level. Go right now to get a signed copy at EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com. And then, of course, you can also get it on Amazon. Go and get the book right now.